So Jillian Michaels said you shouldn't do keto. Hey folks, my name's Allie. Let's get started. So when I'm just browsing on my phone, Google likes to offer me articles related to keto on my Google search page. And I think that's just because I look at all those all the time, so it just keeps recommending them to me. Well, I saw this article from people.com, and the headline was, Jillian Michaels slams fad diets and urges people do not do keto. Now, of course, I had to click on the link and read the article and watch the video that they had posted. I will say it was kind of clickbaity for me just because I'm a keto fan. I did the keto diet. I'm still doing it for over 3 years now, and I lost 170 pounds. I went from 320 to 150 using the keto diet. So I'm a fan of the diet, and so it's always interesting to read and hear about other people's perspectives about the diet. Now, when I first started reading the article, I was kind of disagreeing with it, but then there were some points in there that she mentioned that I do agree with. Of course, I don't agree with the whole don't do keto thing, and that was her main message, but she did make some specific statements that were pretty common sense, I think, to a lot of people who want to lose weight. So I'm going to go through the article and just touch on things that stood out most to me. Now, she did mention that when people go on keto, they say, oh, I'm on keto and calories don't matter. I think that that is a misconception about keto, especially for keto weight loss. It's just the science. If you want to lose weight, your calories in have to be lower than your calories out. Your energy in has to be lower than your energy out. So if you're overeating on calories on any type of diet, including keto, you're going to gain weight. If you want more info on that, I will link my Do Calories Matter video down below. Hint, hint, they do matter. So in the description of the article, and it's all over the place, people call keto a high-fat, low-carb diet. And it is, but I would say it would really be only high-fat, low-carb for people who are maintaining weight, because if you're eating that low of carbs, you need to get that energy from other sources. And so I would say, and I know people are going to disagree with this, but I say if you need to lose weight, any amount of weight, and you want to make sure that you're consuming less calories, you should really see keto as a very low carb diet, meaning like 20 to 25 grams of carbs per day. And you definitely want to make sure to hit your protein goal based on your height and your body size. So like I said, if you're looking to lose weight, please do not worry about the high fat part. Your body's going to eat that fat off of you. It's going to consume it. You don't have to eat it, okay? You're going to get that fat from your body. So I really say, if you're looking for weight loss with keto, don't worry about the high fat part. Sure, if you've gone through the day, you've kept your carbs at your limit and you've hit your protein goal and you're still hungry, add in some fats, but eat healthy fats like cheeses, maybe have a coffee at night with some heavy whipping cream. You don't have to worry about fat bombs. Don't, slam the coconut oil down your mouth. Okay, eat it in a healthy way. And I think that's where the misconception about keto comes from, is we say it's a high-fat, low-carb diet. Technically it is. You can eat fat until you're full or until you hit that calorie, limit if you're trying to lose weight, or if you're not trying to gain weight, right? So the misconception comes in when people say, I can eat all the bacon I want, I can eat all the steak and all the whatever I want, all the fat bombs. And that's not true. If you really, ate over your calorie limit or your calorie requirement, you're going to gain weight. Now, she does say that keto helps with insulin resistance, PCOS, and infertility. And I have experienced 2 of those. I mean, I'm not trying to have a kid anytime soon. But I definitely, before I ever started the diet, I had these velvety patches, dark patches on my skin, all over my armpits, my neck, even on the tops of my toes. And so I heard that that was from the insulin resistance. I hadn't been diagnosed as being a full-on type 2 diabetic, just probably because I couldn't afford to go to the doctor. Doctors are expensive. I was in grad school. I was broke. But from just what I saw online, my symptoms of the things that I was experiencing, I'm pretty sure I was pre-diabetic at least. And those dark spots are gone, and other things have cleared up too. So that's definitely due to losing weight and keeping my carb count low thanks to keto. Also, I did have PCOS. I was diagnosed with that when I was in high school. It wasn't by tests or anything. Like, I just told the doctor my symptoms and she told me probably I had PCOS. So after I did keto for 3 years, things have changed. And if you'd like to see a video about my lady issues and PCOS relating to keto, just leave me a comment down below. So I'm glad that Jillian did mention that it does help with certain issues related to overeating on carbs and insulin resistance. And I do want to say that she also did mention that, to be healthy, you should really just work out, eat a balanced diet, and not overeat, which I agree with. However, the issue arises when, you're the typical American who's really overweight. In my case, it was about 170 pounds overweight, who never learned anything about portion control, anything about what good food is supposed to taste like, or anything about, what's just normal to eat like other people around the world. I was definitely a binge eater when it came to sugary and starchy foods because those are the things that I was just addicted to. They tasted so good. They filled up my belly. They made me feel good physically. I knew that you were supposed to eat well and exercise, and I think lots of people know that. I think we all know that, right? But that doesn't help. And so for me, keto helps a lot of people who have the same food issues that I do and did have, because it teaches us that we don't need those sugary and starchy foods. It teaches us that they're not allowed, so we just totally cut them out because we know if we eat those, we're gonna eat them like all the time and we're gonna overeat on them. Normal people can probably eat like healthy amounts of rice and be fine with it, right? Or healthy amounts of potatoes. But for those people who like to binge and who have addictions to those types of foods, keto is really a godsend because it teaches us that we don't need those foods. It really does break the addiction. Now, I'm not going to say that I don't crave, sometimes a cupcake, because sometimes I do. But it tells me that I can't eat that, so I don't. And of course, there are always those keto-friendly alternatives available if the cravings get really bad, or if it's for like a special occasion. So in a way, for me and for my needs, keto did teach me how to eat a balanced diet. I eat fresh food all the time. I don't buy anything frozen anymore. Like, I go to the grocery store once a week and I buy fresh food. I buy meats and vegetables and a salad dressing is like the only thing that I buy processed. I buy cheeses. I buy, iced tea. And so for me, it's taught me that balanced and fresh and whole food is definitely better than processed and battered and fried and, all the other bad stuff that we consume. But most importantly, it's taught me that I need to just watch what I'm putting in my mouth, quantity-wise and quality-wise. So should you listen to Jillian Michaels? I mean, that's up to you. I'm not going to sit here and say that keto is great for every single person out there. I do think that if you struggle with food addiction, especially towards carby foods and sugary foods, like if your favorite thing is to go out and have a big pasta dinner at Olive Garden and eat all the breadsticks and, eat all the salad and all your pasta dinner, and you know that you overeat that way often, I would say that, yeah, keto might be something to try because it might help you break that, love of that food and that addiction. And hopefully it'll teach you that you can like other foods just as much. Now, I was going to get a little catty and throw in some things about, her being on The Biggest Loser, which if you've looked at the track record of the winners, most of them have gained the weight back, okay? I don't think they learned a whole lot about nutrition or sustainability when it comes to a diet. Also, too, speaking of sustainability, watch my video on Is Keto Sustainable? I think for lots of people it is, hint, hint. And she also sells these weight loss supplements when if you look at the package, they look like, just your regular old magic pill, diet supplement that probably won't do much. So, I just say, think critically whenever you hear something. If you think keto would work for you or if you like doing keto, then do it. If it's working for you, if you feel healthy, if you've been losing weight, good. That's great. I say go for it. Everybody's going to be different and you just have to make the decision that's best for you. Well, folks, that's about it for today. I do want to hear from you though. I mean, what do you think? If you go read the article, I'll post it down below as well. Let me know what you guys think. She talks about scientific-y stuff and I am not a scientist. I have a BA and my master's is in nothing related to actual science. So I am not somebody who's going to sit here and tell you how your cells work. But she does mention things like that. So if you want to take a look, go read that article and come back here and let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to find me on Instagram, my name is keto_Ally. Also, I have a blog. It's AllyMcWowie.com. And you can find me on Facebook as well. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Ally. Have a good one. Bye.